This is the new TC Pride Podcast, Episode 3, Part 2 of our special on-location coverage of Golden Valley Pride 2016.
I'm here with
Reverend Richard Buller. I'm the pastor at Valley Community Presbyterian Church in Golden Valley.
And what does it mean to you to be involved in this historic event, in this very first ever Golden Valley Pride Festival?
Yeah, Ryan. We chose to be with it because it's all about inclusion. It's all about who we are as God's people, and everyone is included in that family. And it's just so happy to be a part of that interfaith worship service that we had at 10:30 this morning and all day long. The sun has been beautiful. God's creation is good.
I am here with Council Member Larry Faunist with the Golden Valley City Council. And Larry, please tell me, what does it mean to you to be involved in the first ever Golden Valley Pride Festival?
I am thrilled to be involved. My husband and I have lived in Golden Valley for 20 years now, and it seemed more than time to have an event such as this. And as you maybe know, Golden Valley per capita has more LGBT homes or homeowners than any other city in the state of Minnesota. So we thought, hey, it's about time to claim our fame.
And actually, if you have a second, would you mind telling me about your first Pride?
My first Pride. I was a very shy fellow. I stood a half block off the parade route. I've come a ways.
Dale Engquist and our band The Sons, along with Andy Morantz, Sim Glazer, Brian Russ, and Jason Capel joined us today on the keyboard. Well, it means everything to all of us, and it's a tough day considering what happened this morning. So it's kind of hard to really enjoy ourselves, but we tried, and it really does mean everything to us. This is the core of the community right here, and so we're just happy to be here, happy to be part of it, and happy to help.
Hi, my name is Zine Porter. I'm a Black trans youth, pronouns he, him, his, and I'm a member of Minnesota Transgender Health Coalition, but a core leader of the up-and-coming group Gender Revolution 8. To be honest with you, I was very nervous to table here just because I'm from North Minneapolis, and even just regular Pride is kind of, anxiety provoking for me to go to, but I have been shown nothing but love. We are out here fundraising, and we have gotten, no one has been rude or mean or anything. Everyone's been glad to give. Even people have been donating and not even getting our merchandise, saying, no, we want to make sure that you can do this program because we believe in you. So not only is it the first time they're having a Pride here, but it's the first time we see cross-sectional, through the city's connections and support. As an organization, there's the Shot Clinic, which helps provide clean needles and as well as injection assistance when it comes to hormone therapy. There's a group called Gender Jam, which is for teens who are either questioning their gender, transgender, intersex, or genderqueer, and it's just a place where they can come and feel a safe space to just relax, thrive, learn, and have fun. As well as there's another program called Little Rainbows, which is kind of the same thing as the Gender Jam, but for children under 12 to come together and do that. As well as we have an exchange program, so for clean needles, just to least harm risk or to have those practices, and we have a food shelter and a clothing swap just to support the community, and it's all run through Southside Cafe.
All right, I'm here at the Valley Community Presbyterian Church tent here, and I'm here speaking with
Gwen Rouleau. We are really excited to be part of this celebration today, and we're here specifically celebrating Claire Terrace. It's an agency that provides affordable, supportive housing for folks with HIV, and we are collecting hundreds of signatures. Folks are eager to help be supportive of these folks who are living in our community, and our church is really open hearts, open minds, opening our lives to God. We really believe God loves all people, and we're just happy to have folks here and come to our tent and enjoy this day.
Kyle. We are with P-Flag Twin Cities. We have been around since the early 1970s. We've been in the Twin Cities since the early 1980s. We provide support and resources to the family and communities of the LGBT people. We currently meet at Sabathani Community Center in South Minneapolis, but we are moving to St. Louis Park in August. And each month we have a monthly program where we focus on a different topic. Like last month we had the author of Worm Loves Worm come in and did a book reading and a signing, and we've done various trans education programs. We've had several different organizations come in and speak with us. And then following the program, we have confidential support groups. We have a general support group for just any sort of support people may need, a trans-specific support group, and then a group for straight spouses of partners who are queer or transitioning. We meet once a month, and we're really glad to be here today because it's super exciting that Golden Valley has their own festival and that it's as vibrant as it is. And it's also, we're hoping to get a greater connection with the people closer to our new location. So we're really glad to be here.
Harry Hardigan with the Primetimers, Minneapolis and St. Paul. We are a group of gay and bisexual men, 50 and older. We're also intergenerational, and we're responsible for Boomertown at Pride, the big Pride. But this gave us an opportunity to experience a whole new way of looking at Pride and seeing what Golden Valley has to offer. Well, it's a new way of us reaching the population that we provide services for and that we look for. So it gives us an opportunity to connect not only with people that might be interested in what we do, but also with other organizations that are here. So it gives us a great deal of exposure.
And Harry, also we're out collecting people's stories about their first Pride experience. Please tell me about your first Pride.
My first Pride was back in 86 or 87. It was very small. They began at Lake Calhoun. I have 3 children, and 2 of my children were with me, and the drag queens were changing in the streets. It was very grassroots. And it was amazing to see because we marched from Lake Calhoun to Loring Park, and it was a one-day event, and it was amazing. And that was in my early days of coming out, so it was pretty phenomenal.
Eleanor. So PRISM is the social service agency for Golden Valley and a few other cities in the area, and we provide food, clothing, and housing services for folks who are in financial need. We're just really proud to be part of this community, and this feels like a great community event. There's so many of our faith partners and other community partners here today, and we're just really honored to be part of that community.
The Reverend Nancy Nord-Bentz. I'm the Executive Director of Protect Minnesota, the only independent state-based gun violence prevention organization in Minnesota. Well, it's bittersweet today. We're so excited about the fact that Golden Valley is having a Pride Festival, and it's such a happy event. But this morning, 50 people were murdered and another 53 were injured, and countless people were terrorized by a crazy person with a gun who apparently sought out gays and lesbians to shoot at a club in Orlando, Florida. And so we are carrying that sadness around with us today, and we are ever more dedicated to doing something about the problem of gun violence in the United States and here in Minnesota. Let's protect Minnesota.
Casey Laurent. Emily Moravic with Valley of Peace Lutheran and All God's Children. We're excited to be here today because we're hoping that families in the area just know that we're an open community for them to come and worship and also to learn about God.
And Casey, so I'm here at your tent. So for people that are listening, right, I'm looking around and there's like paint and colorful stuff everywhere. Can you tell me a little bit about what your organization is up to today at the festival?
Yeah, we have a collaborative art piece going on. People stopping by, throwing some paint on it, and at the end we will be tearing off the tape that says love and giving the painting away. So it's just a fun community thing.
Scott Bildo with the Red Door Clinic. Yeah, we're the largest STD, STI, HIV testing and services clinic in the state of Minnesota, and we do testing and treatment and prevention for STIs and HIV. Well, we have so many members of the community that use our services, and we provide I think, a very valuable service to keep our community healthy, especially with all the progress we've made. It's just good just to keep ourselves healthy, and so it's nice to be able to interact with the community.
I'm here with Spirit of Hope Methodist Church, and I'm speaking with
Gloria Peck. Well, it's really exciting. Spirit of Hope has been a reconciling United Methodist Church for 10 years now, and we really have, our hearts are in including GLBT persons, and so to have a Pride Festival so close to our church is a wonderful event, and we have met so many people here today, and people are enthused about our participation, and to see this many people is fabulous.
Ron Joki, and I'm from a volunteer with St. Joan of Arc Catholic Community, and we are so pleased to be part of this morning, part of the interfaith prayer service, worship service. It was wonderful to see all of the different faith traditions here, from the Jewish tradition to multiple Protestant and Catholic churches represented. So we just are so pleased that this is happening. It's a wonderful extension of our ministry to the greater population in the Twin Cities. We're a community that draws from many, many different zip codes and parts of the Twin Cities. So we have members, in fact, Peter Knabley, who is one of the founders of this particular Pride Festival, is a member of Joan of Arc. And so to have that sort of connection and that support is amazing for us.
Carlene Koss, Stonewall DFL. Well, it means we can come out and meet our friends and make sure that they're aware of the wonderful candidates that are running through the DFL this year, people who are pro-equality, looking out for our families, looking out for making sure everybody has, security and the ability to make sure their families have all the access to our wonderful life here in Minnesota.
Eric Arveseth. I'm with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. This is an organization that reaches out to every people of all walks of life, and the LGBT community especially is close to us, and I think being involved with the very first one is a really cool opportunity for us to reach this amazing community.
Marcia Berry, Education Director for Training to Serve. At Training to Serve, we provide resources for older LGBT adults. This is really exciting for us. It is the first Golden Valley Pride Festival, and we are launching a new project. It's called Outing Dementia. It's Training to Serve, the Alzheimer's Association, and Jones Harrison residents. And we want to get the word out to older LGBT adults about Alzheimer's diseases and other types of dementia. So we have our very first bookmark available, our rainbow stickers, and we're just really excited to be here today.
Thanks so much, Marcia, for sharing. We're also, as part of the festivities this year, we're also out collecting people's first Pride stories. Do you have a story that you'd like to share about your first Pride?
First Pride. Being one of the elders in the community, I'd have to think back. It was Twin Cities Pride many, many years ago, a very, very hot and sweaty day. And that's kind of what I remember the most, is how hot it was and trying to wear a purple T-shirt on a really hot day.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much for sharing. Enjoy the rest of the festival, Marcia.
Allie from Transforming Families, Minnesota. We really needed to be wrapped with love today after all of the tragic events that happened in Orlando. I'm the parent of a transgender child, and it's scary when things like this happen in the world. And so to be surrounded by love and support and to be able to talk about trans youth and the importance of loving your transgender child, that's why we're here.
Thank you, Allie. And, we were on location at the Grand Marshal ceremony and the awards ceremony this past Monday. Can you tell me what it means to your organization to be honored as an award winner for Pride this year?
We were given one of the community awards by Pride, and this is the first time that Transforming Families has actually ever won an award for anything, which is very exciting for us. And it's validating and affirming that the work that we're doing to support trans youth, not only our own kids but all kids, is recognized and worthwhile and something that's needed not only in the Twin Cities but all across the state of Minnesota.
The TC Pride Podcast has been a production of Podletter Media and Twin Cities Pride. Subscribe now on iTunes or Google Play and submit your first Pride story at myfirstpride.org.